Before we get to the live questions, we've got one more main topic to cover here. And the next main topic today comes to us from Vick Knight, who writes, "Hey, John and gang. I know this is crazy. I know the Christmas season is becoming a real traffic jam for movies, but have you seen the December 18th, 2020 schedule? Opening on the same day is Dune, Coming to America 2, Steven Spielberg's new version of West Side Story, and the new Uncharted movie. Of course, Tom Holland's going to be in it. What the hell? I know it's a year away, but is there any chance all four of these movies will keep the date, or will one see greener pastures and move off? Thanks." Now, look, we had a version of this last year, right? Yep. Where we're going to have within like an 8-day window.
What did you call it? Murderer's Row?
Murderer's Row. We had like a 10-day window. That was this 10-day window where you had like 6 major films opening. Coming up in 2020, we got a new version of that, except it's all on the same day. We've got, again, the new Dune, which everybody is excited about. Coming to America 2, which especially after seeing My Name is Dolomite, people are really getting excited about Coming to America 2. We, of course, got the new Uncharted, and Steven Spielberg, the greatest filmmaker of all time, has his new West Side Story, a classic tale, stuff like that. And not going to be a billion-dollar film, but you know there's going to be a lot of people very, very excited about it. You got Tom Holland in Uncharted, all this kind of stuff. Huge cast for Dune, being led by Timothée Chalamet, who could be the next Daniel Day-Lewis. And I don't say that lightly, but this kid could become the next Daniel Day-Lewis. He's not there yet, but he could get there. Do I think there's a chance that all 4 of these open at the same day? Now, last time we had something like this, one film did have the good sense to move off that date, and that was Alita: Battle Angel. It decided to move off that date. It still struggled at the box office, making a little over $400 million, but I think it did better than it would have if it stayed in the Murderer's Row. On the one hand, when you look at this list, there is some counter-programming going on here. Dune is very different from Coming to America, which is going to be very different from West Side Story. Mm-hmm. Once Uncharted gets in there, it gets a little bit more muddled because Uncharted could easily tap into the Coming to America audience and could also tap into the Dune audience, so it gets a little bit convoluted. I'm going to say this. I do believe one of these films will move off that date. I don't think multiple will. I think one of them will move off that date. Right now, I got to say, I think one that is a guaranteed lock to stay, and watch, it'll be the first one to move. But what I think right now is the guaranteed lock one to stay is West Side Story. I just feel like the studio feels like that's the right type of date for this movie. I think Dune's got a decent chance of maybe up and moving. I think Dune's a movie that could do well on many dates. Coming to America, a simple comedy, that could release any time. So the only one I feel really good about staying on their particular date right now is probably West Side Story, and any of the other 3 can move. But I do think one of them will move. I think one will move between now and then. Rob, do you think one of them will move? Do you think they'll all stay in the same place? And if they do you think any are more likely to be the one that moves or more likely to be the one that stays?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think one of them, one if not more, probably just one is going to move. I think you're absolutely right. West Side Story, I think, is a lock. I also think Coming to America is a lock because those 2 films don't really cannibalize each other's audiences.
They're vastly different.
And Dune, being that it's a big sci-fi epic, what's really interesting is this is the same season that the original Dune, well, David Lynch's Dune came out in 1984. It came out the holiday season as well. So that's kind of fun. But I think Dune could move maybe up to Thanksgiving. I mean, it really depends from a production standpoint. And I think Uncharted probably is the most likely person to move because, well, I mean, I know it's a video game adaptation. I guess it depends how good it's going to be. But I don't see, like, the holiday season, the holiday movie-going season does not scream Uncharted to me. You know, but maybe, I mean, that seems more like a summer movie. But, hot, sweaty, jungle environments. Maybe they're trying to counter-program the holiday season with a summery type film. But I don't know. I just see Uncharted probably moving.
So the question here is, guys, what do you first of all, if it does also, I'm spending a lot of time in the theater that
Yeah, they're
day.
all movies I want to see.
I want to see all of these movies.
Yeah.
But guys, what do you think? Do you think there's a chance that, first of all, do you think they're all going to stay? They're just all going to stay there? Do you think maybe one of them's going to move? If so, do you have a particular one that you think that one looks likely that it will and that one looks likely that it won't? I want to know what you guys think. Jump down to the comment section below. and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys.